Hello, it's me, Schmorf, and recently I've been getting up to a little bit of nuisance. You read the title, you know. I've been doing game development. Yeah, I know what? Game development. Little bit of a brief backstory for you. When I was a young lad, I used a program called Scratch. I made many weird little silly games and giggled all day long. Now, Scratch uses a visual programming language, which means you stitch blocks together to make your code. And even I understood it as a young laddie. Now, I didn't know it at the time, but I was basically learning programming logic. And fast forward to circa right about now, I picked up Unreal Engine, which also uses a visual programming system, albeit a little bit more advanced. It's no baby Scratch language, this is for big boys, just like me. But yeah, I'm making a game in Unreal, that's it, you can go home. Or another set comes on in an hour, I think. Or for now you can stick around and see what I've done. Can we roll the footage? And there it is, Goblin Game Build 01. And I know it just looks like a bunch of Minecraft models running around in GM Flatgrass, but you are welcome for that hype trailer. The pleasure is all mine, trust me. I would like to showcase a couple of features though, starting with the feature I am most proud of, the dynamic music system. Basically, the player keeps track of an internal threat level. Certain actions they do can increase or decrease that threat level, and the music adds or removes certain tracks in accordance to the threat level. So while I've been recording music, I basically had to split the tracks into multiple tracks so I can lay them on top of each other, and then the game can tell you which track to play depending on the threat level. There's of course a lot more going on behind the scenes than just that, but I don't really want to describe it. How about I show you an example instead? Oh, those goblins. And speaking of goblins, the next thing I will discuss here are the goblins. These silly fellas spawn from their goblin houses and just sort of potter around. When they spot a player, they freeze on the spot and they make a decision. Should they go tell a friend and save their life too? Or should they be selfish and run home on their own? This little guy here told one of his friends. Aw, little besties. But the player here is not the only threat. As you saw in the trailer, there is also an apex predator, the frogfish, modelled after the real-life frogfish. These devious critters luring goblins with their bags of money and chomp them up. However, the smarter goblins don't fall for those tricks. On top of that, if a goblin sees another goblin being eaten, it'll increase their intelligence, lowering the chance that they'll be tricked next time. Pays to be smart when you're a goblin, or so I've heard. Now, I know there's a question I need to address. Why are we shredding goblins? Well, you see, goblins collect money and they keep them on their bodies. I don't know where, but when you shred them, you get access to that money. Listen, I took a goblin physics class and there's just one thing you gotta know. No one knows how goblins work. But you bring that money to this friendly fella here and he'll exchange it for human money. Oh, hello sir. I'm just buying one of the many things you can buy in your shop. Well, right now there's only the spring trap, but you best believe that'll be expanding fast. Traps, weapons, vehicles, just things to help you hunt more goblins. Speaking of spring trap, how about we give this thing a go? What does it do? Oh, haha, stupid goblin. Next I want to talk about the rats. When you kill / put to sleep a goblin, they'll start to smell after a while, spawning a rat into the world. This rat will periodically run up to the body and take a nibble. Once they take around 5 nibbles, the body will despawn. Now, the rats are kind of silly, they're just kind of a silly way to get rid of some clutter in the world, make the game not lag as much. Are rats the mortal enemy of goblins? I don't know. Seems everything wants to eat these goblins apparently. And that's all I want to show off. There's a couple other features I didn't show, and the features I did, I've oversimplified a lot. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. Bit of a weird video, I know, but this is kind of a what I'm doing at the minute video, if you will. I might do that more often, I don't know, we'll see. And we'll also see how far this game goes. I don't know how long I'll be developing this, I don't know if it'll go very far, but time will tell. And if you want to give this build a go, I'm sure there'll be a download somewhere in the description or something. And once you give it a go, come back to the comments, give me some criticism, give me some bugs, tell me what you like, tell me what you didn't like, but, you know, be nice, it's my first time, okay? And yeah, that's it I guess, enough yapping, see ya.
I'm fucking frying.